a couple of the other components for the more advanced people is when you start to get into some more austere confined space type situations. There are times when you just do not have the staffing available to put, 3 engine companies on scene. So for this part of the technician program, we're just looking, once again, at some different types of rigging, some more advanced rigging. What we have here is lowering our patient in on a drop loop. Some of the reasons you may want to do this is so you have the 2-to-1 in the space. If we're just going down just to do a quick pick up of somebody, a shut off of a valve or something like this, where it's simply just a straight up and down for that particular moment, or even at that, the rescuer can come off his 2-to-1 down at the bottom and continue on with his ASAP. Because we're dealing more with austere here, we've put the ASAP onto the rescuer. So instead of having another person up top here running the safety is being run by the rescuer in a trailing capacity. So what we have on our rescuer is a drop loop or a 2-to-1 mechanical advantage system going down to them, coming through a protraction that is in the unlocked position currently, and down to an ID. Now, this is basically a body weight anchor. We don't mind doing this because we are only in reality seeing half of the load as we lower Tony into the space. As he is on a 2-to-1, so our lowering rigger is only seeing half of the rescuer's load. Once again, this is an advanced technique. We're not saying this is for everybody to run out there and give this a whirl. Go ahead, Steve. So as you see, one rescuer, one attendant / rigger topside, and he's managing to do lowers and, as you'll see in a minute, raises from the space using some simple mechanical advantage and some body weight anchors. This is also great where you do not have a lot of anchors topside to work with. So in this particular scenario, our rescuer has gone on the ground in his drop loop. Now we have our rigger up top using body weight in order to raise them back up. So once again, we're talking austere rigging. We're not saying that this is for everybody out there, but if you're short of equipment or short of staffing, this is definitely something you can do. Raise. So at this point, Don is taking a foot ascender and simply counterbalancing and pushing up on the 2-to-1. He's using the carabiner on the other foot and as a redirect in order to bring the rope up. If you have a pair of boots more like an ARB Pro style, that's really easy as well. He's simply just clipped his laces and has the same thing going. As you can see, he's raising Tony on a 2-to-1. He's seeing half of Tony's weight, and with Don being at least the same size or bigger than Tony, he has the ability to bring him up and out of the space. Although this is an NFPA class, there are folks out there that are going to be watching this that do not follow NFPA principles. What we have here is a variation on a theme. As you notice, we have taken the safety line now out of the system. We have taken the ASAP and we have put the ASAP on the dead leg version of the drop loop, or the dead leg side of the drop loop. So a lot of countries and a lot of different people that rig take a look at this static line and say the chances of this actually breaking are slim. So they allow the drop loop to function with the ASAP on the static or dog leg part of this mechanical advantage. Understand that this is not a redundant system. If we lose this up top, our rescuer is gone. If for whatever our rope breaks in here, our rescuer is gone. So this doesn't pass standard, redundancy tests that you would find in North America, but in a lot of places in the world, this is considered good enough for the rigging that they're doing. Once again, not recommending everybody goes and tries this at home. However, if you're short-staffed or if you're short on equipment, these are options that are employable.